Hello again, this is Richard Smith, just another one in my series of in brief videos for trying to understand some tech and explain it. I'm going to keep this one as short and as concise as I can, so let's get started. So what am I showing you here? So here's the challenge. So we have this little boxy thing and it has to find the ball over here, and we're going to use machine learning to do it. How it actually works is, in this case, we have a little environment, so we have some walls and we have a little block here in the middle just for an obstacle. And what it does is the machine learning will try again. It's very stupid. It will randomly move this box until it either collides with a wall, in which case it'll be told bad box. You get a negative score, a negative reward. And if it somehow magically manages to get to the ball, to the goal in this case, it'll get a positive reward. And then what the machine learning algorithm is doing is, tuning it for, we'll try again and again and again, so the positive rewards will reinforce that behavior. Now, it takes a number of tries, a large number of tries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this off. I have a little machine learning engine-y thing here, so let's go and start that with a configuration. Again, it's using PyTorch. Now it's ready, waiting for me to start my activity. And so what I have done here is I could have just one of these, but I've made a few more of them, because the more I have, the merrier, and it's doing stuff in parallel-ish. So let me start this. You can see here that the boxes will move towards the goal and attempt to find its way there. And just to make it visually more interesting, so when a box does hit the goal, it will show the ground will go green, and if it hits a wall, it'll go pink or red, whatever this color is. So you can see as it's attempting again and again. And I'll just switch over to this other window here. So here is the number of attempts so far. See, at the bottom here it says 5,000, 10,000. It's now done 15,000 attempts. So it's going through this again and again, and it's just basically randomly setting off in a direction, and then moves a bit, then it goes, okay, randomly again, moves a bit, keeps on going. And because it's a limited space in this case, and we're trying tens of thousands of times, it'll eventually get there through pure luck. But once it gets there, it will be able to get that positive reward, which is the nature of this machine learning reinforcement algorithm, and it's learned. So that's really how it works. Now, what is the result? I'm going to just look and see where we are with our number of iterations. We've now done 30,000, 35,000, and you can see here it says reward. So the average reward is getting higher and higher. So this model is getting better. So it's every time it sets out, the little box sets out to go somewhere, it's going, at the start here, it was getting very few rewards. It was hitting the walls, it was making a mistake, but it's getting smarter and smarter just by doing it again and again and again. So, and that is how this stuff works. And you can see, even here, it dips for a while, but it will go up. At the end of it all, I've captured a few different models. So I did a model which had 10,000 attempts. So as just to remind you, so the box starts off in the sort of top half of this area. The goal is randomly somewhere in the bottom half of this area, and once those two are set in the scene, the box is told, go find the goal, go find the orb, the ball. So the first one, the model trained for 10,000 attempts, and you can see it's actually fairly hesitant. First of all, it's not doing the optimal route, but it only had 10,000 goals. So, and you can see in that case it hit the wall. So the floor goes red if it doesn't hit the goal, and it goes green if it actually gets to the goal. So that's 10,000 attempts. So below it here is 50,000 attempts. So again, in this case, I just ran it longer. It had more random starts. It had more chances to learn where to go. And you can see it gets there. It's heading the right direction. It's avoiding the walls, the obstacles, but doesn't get it all the time. So, but then you have this one here where it's 100,000 attempts, and this took a good long time to run it on the computer. But as you can see, there's a confidence, there's no hesitancy, there's a slight bit of a shake. So again, this is Richard Smith. Thank you for listening. Hopefully it gives you an idea of what some of the machine learning training is about. This is just a visual one. It can be words, it can be data, it can be a lot of different things. So hopefully this is helpful, and I'll make some more when I think of something more interesting to talk about. So thank you very much, and goodbye.